Making money isn't just a skill, it's a perspective. Most people have a fundamental misconception about money. They believe earning it, having it, and spending it are all part of one natural cycle. But the real difference between wealth and poverty lies in how that cycle is controlled. When a wealthy person receives money, they immediately think about how to multiply it. A poor person, on the other hand, starts planning what to buy with it. And that's where everything begins to shift. For the poor, money is a reward, something they believe they've earned and now deserve to enjoy. But for the wealthy, money is a tool, a seed that, if planted wisely, will grow into something much greater. They don't just spend, they assign. Every dollar has a job, every investment has a purpose. Because they know, the money you spend disappears, but the money you invest comes back, often doubled, sometimes for a lifetime. Most people struggle financially not because they don't earn enough, but because they never learned how to manage what they earn. It doesn't matter if you make $1,000 or $10,000 a month. Without financial discipline, poverty becomes inevitable. Wealthy people track every dollar. They ask questions: how will this money work for me? Can it buy me time, freedom, leverage? If the answer is no, they don't spend it. Poor people chase short-term pleasure, a new pair of shoes, the latest phone, dining out every weekend. That money vanishes, and along with it, their peace of mind. Because spending brings momentary happiness but long-term debt. And the more you owe, the more your freedom is taken away. Wealth takes patience. The ability to wait, to delay gratification, to build something over time. Poverty is impatient. It spends today hoping tomorrow will fix itself. And when it doesn't, it goes back to work, only to repeat the same cycle. That's the trap. The poor trade time for money. The rich, however, trade money for time. They build systems, automate income, create assets that pay them even while they sleep. The poor sell hours, the rich buy freedom. The truth is, most people never become wealthy because they've only been taught how to spend, not how to use money wisely. No one teaches us how to build a healthy relationship with money. It's either demonized or made into some untouchable dream, but money is neutral. It takes the shape of the one who holds it. In the hands of the wise, it builds. In the hands of the reckless, it disappears. Wealth is not about luck or talent. It's about clarity, discipline, and long-term thinking. Rich people plan, execute, and stay consistent. Poor people act on impulse, seek pleasure, and ignore the future, then blame the system for the life they chose. But the system didn't choose them, they surrendered to it. Financial freedom is a right, but not everyone earns it because freedom demands sacrifice. It demands responsibility. You must learn to invest, not just spend. In this world, there are two kinds of people, those who control money and those who are controlled by it. If you spend every dollar you make, you're not in charge, your money is. But the day you learn to control it, everything changes. You no longer chase money, it starts working for you. And when that day comes, you won't work because you have to, you'll work because you choose to. But here's what most people never realize. Money is never the goal. It's just the amplifier. It makes you more of what you already are. If you're disciplined, it gives you power. If you're reckless, it magnifies your chaos. That's why many people who win the lottery go broke. Because they never built the mindset, the structure, the foundation to hold that kind of wealth. You don't rise to the level of your income, you fall to the level of your habits. If your mind still thinks like a consumer, even $1 million will vanish. But if you think like an investor, even $100 can grow. Real wealth is silent. It doesn't need validation, attention, or applause. You won't find it showing off on social media. You'll find it in people who wake up early, who read when others scroll, who invest while others spend. They think decades ahead while others think about Friday night. They don't need to look rich because they're busy building actual freedom. Understand this, every financial decision you make is a vote for your future. Every dollar you waste is a piece of time you'll never get back. But every smart investment, every delayed pleasure, every sacrifice, it compounds. Not just in your bank account, but in your character. And that's the real goal, to become the kind of person who doesn't need to impress anyone because your life speaks for itself. So don't chase money, chase mastery. Don't chase attention, chase ownership. Don't ask, what can I buy with this? Ask, what can I build with this? And if you keep doing that long enough, you'll wake up one day and realize the people who build real wealth aren't chasing the next trend, they're building foundations. They don't care about impressing strangers, they care about creating a legacy. They understand that every temporary pleasure they delay today becomes permanent freedom tomorrow. They're not playing for the weekend, they're playing for the decade. While others waste years living paycheck to paycheck, they spend those same years learning, investing, and planting seeds that will feed them forever. They know that wealth isn't about looking busy, it's about being in control. They choose assets over liabilities, ownership over approval, and growth over gratification. They don't measure success by how much they spend, but by how long they can live without working. They're building systems out businesses, investments, passive income streams, so they never have to trade their time for survival again. They think like creators, not consumers. They're not afraid to start small, to be misunderstood, or to be patient, because they're not looking for applause today. They're focused on dominance tomorrow. Most people waste their prime years trying to look rich instead of becoming rich. They buy things they can't afford to impress people they don't like. They rent their lifestyle while the wealthy buy their freedom. They live in cycles of income and expense, while the wealthy live in layers of cash flow and leverage. And what's worse, they believe this is normal. But just because it's common doesn't mean it's right. You don't need to be born rich to become rich. You don't need permission. You need perspective, discipline, and the willingness to be different. Turn off the noise, stop chasing trends. Start building things that outlive you, skills, systems, values, and vision. This isn't about greed, it's about freedom. It's about never depending on anyone to give you what you can create yourself. And it's about teaching your future self to say thank you for the decisions you made today. Because in the end, money isn't the prize, it's the consequence. A consequence of how you think, how you act, and how long you're willing to play the long game. You didn't just make money, you built a life no one can take from you. Subscribe now, turn on notifications. Build power, not excuses.